Let's freaking go, man. The Florida Panthers just made the blockbuster trade of the deadline. Yes, the 2024 Stanley Cup champions just acquired Brad Marchand from the Boston Bruins. Their captain, their franchise player, Brad Marchand. He's also the longest tenured player in the city of Boston, a city that as recently my South Florida teams have owned as of late. But Brad Marchand, he gets to come over to the winning side, the A side, the Florida Panthers, who just keep on building and just make the statement consistently remind the league they're an all-in, chips all-in, win now mode. They want to get 3 more championships before they're done. They want to get the most out of this core of Reinhart, Barkov, and Tkachuk, and the rest of the supporting cast with Forsling before they go. Before it gets too much. They want to get the most out of these players, and they acquire Brad Marchand, a player who's 79th in points. He's really good still. He's 36 years old. He's clearly on the back end of his career. He's still projected to get 60 points this season, far from his 75 to 80, 90, 100 point seasons that he had when he's in his prime. But it's Brad freaking Marchand, a player that was annoying when the Panthers played against him, a player that gave him problems. Sam Bennett put him in his place, knocked him into a concussion in the last playoffs. Looks like they made up for it in the Four Nations face-off when they were both on Team Canada, and they're cool with it. And Brad Marchand is a Florida Panther, and the Panthers seek to go back-to-back clearly. I mean, they made the Spencer Knight trade earlier a week ago, or was it a couple days ago? They made the Spencer Knight trade for Seth Jones. Clearly a win-now move. Then they get Brad Marchand. In the Spencer Knight trade, everybody was shitting on Bill Zito for it. He's the future. Well, guess what? They don't care about the future. They just got Brad Marchand a rental, a 2025 free agent. They're trying to win it again this season. They want another parade, and they don't want it to be rainy again. But Brad Marchand, 21 goals this season. That's 60th in the league. 26 assists. That's 91st in the league. 79th in points. He's still really, really good. He's probably the Bruins' best player besides Pastrnak. And he comes to the Panthers, a team that has absolutely owned the Bruins. They knocked them out of the 2023 playoffs in the first round after being President's Cup trophy winners. In the next year in the playoffs, they absolutely destroyed them, beat up both Marchand and Pastrnak. That Sam Bennett incident where Marchand got a concussion, he was out, Game 3, and the Panthers go on to win the series. The Panthers forced them into this rebuild. They forced them into this dark time of Bruins hockey, because they are currently sitting at 28-28. I believe they're 7th in the Atlantic. They suck. They fired their coach. They absolutely suck. They are not making the playoffs. So they're in rebuild mode now. They traded, I think they made 3 other deals today at the deadline. But most importantly, and most significantly, trading their best player, their captain, Brad Marchand. This is absolutely insane. And this comes as a result of Matthew Tkachuk getting injured at the Four Nations face-off, and he got placed on the long-term injury reserve, which means he's out for the season. He can't come back this season, but he can come back for the postseason, which the Panthers are, I think, guaranteed to make at this point. There's no way they don't make the playoffs. Even without Tkachuk, they are going to make the playoffs, and with him being on the long-term injury reserve, that allows us and frees up cap space. That was utilized in the Seth Jones trade, and that was used in this Brad Marchand trade. Clearly, Bill Zito was dialing up a big swing for the fences, and he knocked it out of the park. He got us Brad freaking Marchand. I keep saying his name because I can't believe he's on the Panthers. How is he on the Panthers? Our power play unit. Possibly when healthy. When everybody's healthy. Marchand, he's day-to-day. He's been day-to-day. And the Panthers play the Bruins on Tuesday. He's going to be back. There's no way he's not going to be back. Just being day-to-day, he'll be fine on Tuesday. He'll magically be fine on Tuesday when he wants to play those Bruins. He wants to play the Bruins. I can't wait. I want to see how it's going to be with just the Panthers being brutal to their opponents. Sam Bennett, Tkachuk, and Marchand possibly have both all on the second line is absolutely insane. But get back to what I was saying. The power play unit's insane in the playoffs. I can't wait. We're going back to back. Not to jinx it, knock on wood, but the Panthers. Oh yeah, the fun's not over. 2024. That was just one. We want 2, we want 3, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. Sound like LeBron. But Marchand, Tkachuk, Barkov, Reinhardt, Ekblad. That's a possible power play unit right there. Then we got Gustav Forsling. Bobrovsky's on a heater. Last three games, 2 shutouts. Only 1 goal allowed, 3 wins. I mean, the Panthers. And Samoskevich has been doing really good for the Panthers. The Panthers are showing why no matter what, you don't stop. You don't stop trying to win. You go all in. And when you have something great, you keep capitalizing it. Something the Heat need to take notes on. The Miami Heat need to take notes on that. But we're talking about the NHL. And this is why. NHL. I tuned in to Sports Center. I was scrolling through the TV when I got home after the Brad Marchand trade came out. In Sports Center, they had Trade Center, but with an E because it's Canadian. And they need to be doing this more, because if people get interested in these trades like this happening in the NHL, there's lots of trades at the deadline. Trades like this happening in the NHL, they were interested in the Four Nations face-off. And with the Panthers team, they need to promote this Panthers team because this team's insane. And they need to talk about the trade, and I saw ESPN actually posting about the trade. That's something ESPN needs to do to expand this sport. Because the NBA, it's really good. Believe me, I love the NBA. But the NHL, I think, has untapped potential to be one of the biggest, it should be the top 3 biggest sports in America. So, yeah, the Brad Marchand trade is insane. Let's go, Panthers. Go, Cats, go. I can't wait till tomorrow just to see the Panthers play, but on Tuesday. I believe it's in the TD Garden, the Panthers home. The Panthers home away from home. They play the Boston Bruins. Brad Marchand, you better be playing, buddy. You better be playing. I'll be watching very close. Play, please play. Go, Cats, go.